live on the Grunt Style Facebook page, but I couldn't ask for a more kindly gentleman to share the time with today. The one and only, our good friend Donny O'Malley, CEO, founder. Founder and content creator.
Chief Content Officer, yeah. I got rid of that CEO shit, man. Fuck that shit. John can have it.
Yeah, right. That is some trying. That's a trying position, man.
Dude. No, thank you.
Well, it's good to have you on the show, man. And we wanted to, spend a little bit of time with you and all of our friends at Grunt Style Facebook page, and we're simulcasting on the Vet TV Facebook page, if I understand correctly. And so we're going to spend a little time, talk about some of the great stuff that's happening over at Vet TV. We got some clips to share. The best of 2020. It's been a fucked up year for everybody, but the one group that always brings comedy to these types of moments, the crew over at Vet TV. So how's life treating you, my friend?
Life's been great. Oh my God, so good out here in California. We got the communists and all the masks and all the lockdowns. And truth be told, that shit barely affects me.
Right? At this point, it's just like an inconvenience.
Yeah. Although there's like way less people out. There's way less traffic. There's way less fucking drunk bullshit going on. So I don't mind this whole fucking thing. It's just I just really want to start partying again. That's the thing.
Right. I mean, we can't even go to Vegas anymore. Like, it's no fun.
No, man, we gotta fucking party again.
Yeah, 2021. That's when we come out and we party like it's 1985.
Yeah.
I don't know why that year picked out in my head, but it seems about appropriate.
I feel like that's the default year. Party like it's 1985.
Yeah, right. I mean, I remember the 80s to be the best time of my life, but I also didn't have responsibilities.
Yeah, those were the days.
Yeah,
where we were responsible for anything or anyone. Not even ourselves. Our parents were responsible for us.
Right. The only thing I had to do is make sure I ate my Brussels sprouts.
Yeah. Just be home for dinner.
Yeah, for sure. So with COVID being a thing, a lot of people have gone to streaming services, and that's right up your alley. I mean, you're the Vet TV is the only streaming service that is providing military content right now, and you guys are slaying it.
Well, thanks, man. We're trying our best to keep the comedy coming, no matter how shitty the situation. Comedy is going to make the thing better. No matter what.
Absolutely.
Laughter is going to get us through it.
As everybody's like kind of sitting in their homes and absorbing as much content as they can, I like to laugh, right? And I can't sit there. Like, my wife likes to watch all these crime movies and like the whodunits. I'm like, man, this is so boring. I can't get behind this. Hours and hours of wasted content. And where you go to Vet TV, we got over 20 plus hours of content of military related humor.
I think we're at like 40 now.
Oh, look at that, 40.
Yeah, I think so. I'll have to double check. I'm not the CEO anymore, so the numbers aren't my thing anymore.
Right.
But,
so how you enjoying the new position, the creative officer?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love being able to focus totally on just the content and the creativity behind it, conceptualizing every project that comes out of the company, whether it's our main tentpole shows that release on Wednesday nights, or a new podcast that we're starting, a new piece of merchandise, the new vlog that we're starting, a new influencer show that we're starting. Yeah. Now I can put more time towards just building relationships with other influencers and other creators, which I've put almost no time to.
Sure.
And that's, that's a fucking big bummer that I haven't. But now that I get the time to, now I can hit up Jack Mandeville and develop a show concept with him.
Right.
And hit up you guys and develop a show with you and Jared Taylor. all the other creators out there.
Yeah, it is a unique time, right? Where, there's so many great personalities within the veteran space right now that are creating great things that, from comedy to, educational pieces to leadership, all these unique individuals, and they're all creating content, and it's just a fabulous time. And, having that ability to free yourself up to go out and interact and start building creative concept pieces with some of these individuals. I mean, that's the world is looking up, man.
Yeah, things are looking up. John is going to focus on the numbers and the management, and I will focus on relationships and creativity and comedy. That's what's up. That's the dream, dude.
It's the fun part of it. It's what you wake up for, right?
That's it.
Absolutely. A lot of people are noticing that I look 10 years younger with this. With the shaving of the beard.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I feel a little bit more aerodynamic, man. It's nice. I think I'm going to keep it. The little porn stash.
Yeah, I think you could, because there's a lot of roles that you are now eligible to be casted for.
Right. I think the beard was holding me back.
It really was. It was putting you into a box.
It was my terrible acting, Donny. You don't need to.
No, your acting's good. Come on.
I can feel it coming from you. Thanks, brother. Oh,
I direct actors. You can act.
Well,
I would love to direct you. For a Grunt's Life Season 2, I'm ecstatic to direct you for that.
That's going to be a lot of fun. Just sitting in on some of the writing sessions, man, that's going to be the most savage thing I've ever that will be ever produced.
It's going to take a shit on everything. On everything.
and that's what I love about the product that you guys are putting together, and we're going to get into the best of 2020 here shortly. But it is content that is geared and manufactured towards our community, but they're all relatable things. Like the first segment coming up, as savage as it is, I could picture somebody in like the S1 shop that this is happening to, like, or anywhere in the military, like, oh man, this guy has that messed up background, and it always bleeds into his work. His wife is always calling on the phone or doing something stupid, right? So that's what I think is beautiful about it, is they're all content related pieces that every one of us can say, I know somebody like that.
Yes. First off, thank you. Second off, it's like that because we just ask the audience, we ask the people of our community, hey, what was it like when this happened to you? What was it like when you found out your wife was cheating on you? What was it like when you came back and your bank account was empty? What was it like out when you were getting the fucking bejesus hazed out of you?
Right.
When did you ever get revenge on the guys that used to haze you?
Right.
Like,
oh,
just ask the questions, get the stories, and then for our writers write that shit up into the screenplays that we then produce. So it's all by design. The writing sessions you guys have are pretty fantastic. So we won't hold back. Mike Jerkic, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, says the best of 2020. That's a pretty low bar. Well, it's a shit year, but we've got some great comedy. Oh, I get it.
We're going to share it.
Best of 2020 is a low bar. Okay, yeah.
There we go. So let's start with segment one. What we calling this one? Most savage.
Most savage scene of 2020.
There you go. So let's cue it up and behold your eyes.
Oh, my dog.
You can thank your daddy for this, you annoying little prick. Where's my baseball bat?
What? No!
Ah, there we go.
Don't touch him! Don't touch him! Oh, shit! No! Oh! Open! Oh, God! What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't hit him! What the fuck? He ain't no shit! Oh, God!
Christ.
Oh,
What are
God!
you,
You
Nard?
fucking freak!
Fucking Darrow rip. Oh,
Don't you touch
wanna
him!
play hide and
Touch
kill?
him!
Okay. Enjoy this.
Oh! It's a... Oh, what are you doing? Oh! Oh! Oh, Bingo! Crazy motherfucker! my dog.
You can thank your daddy for this.
So I don't know what is funnier is the clip itself or watching your reaction, because I on my side, which nobody can see, I got a camera, I got a screen of you, and you're sitting there. Oh my God! So how did this come to be? Like, what was the angle here that you're trying to go for?
Okay, so that. Oh my God, that was so bad. I know there's gonna be so many people triggered by that, and I just love that so much. And look, here's the thing: I had nothing to do with the writing of that. Yeah. It was all Christopher Michael, who's actually my best friend of 25 years. He wrote the whole show. I mean, he had a handful of helpers, but he was the showrunner, writer, director, and that was based on a true story of somebody who came into IPAC, and that exact thing happened to them. Except the whole thing with the dog, that was exaggerated. Everything else built around that was true. That's where we took it to the next level. Right. But my favorite part of the whole fucking thing is the bingo game that the warrant officer has, and he wants to check off, like, X kills dog, and he's like, no, the dog's not dead yet. Right. And then she microwaves. Oh my God!
Yeah, the warrant officer part kind of tied it in together, because that it's a relatable moment, because most warrant officers that you come across are the guys that can still party with the boys, the enlisted, right, and have that savage sense of humor, but can still lean on the sense of professionalism, like. I can run a shop. I'm an officer. I'm good to go. So,
well, no, they're great actors. Yeah. They can pretend to be incredibly professional, right, while deep down being still the big kids that they are. Yeah. Oh fuck! I love that one.
Oh, so good. That's so good, and I think that's it really sets the table for the rest of these clips that we have going on, because they're all good, right? Each one of them has its own sense of comedy to it. That's like, wow, it makes you really think. You're like, wow, I'm laughing at the most savage shit that it really questions my morals.
Yes,
but I love that. I love that as a person, as somebody that could laugh at the darker shit of things, because if we don't have a sense of humor in 2020, what the hell do we have?
Yeah, I love it. I love that you said that. Love laughing at things that make you question your morals. That's brilliant. Like, good God, am I really laughing at this? Right. What the fuck?
Right. It takes you back to those uncomfortable moments when you're in combat. You're like, what the fuck? What just happened? I can't help myself but laugh at this. I don't know why I'm laughing.
Yeah.
It's perfect. It's perfect. All right, so let's move on to the next segment, shall we? We got the dream sequence, best dream sequence.
I had a crip ass dream about you last night.
Yeah? Tell me about that dream.
Yeah? Got you spread out on the bed, satin sheets, butt cheeks open, clapping. Goddamn compliments to the chef too. Over in there, bon appetit, party at 2, you and me. About 4 or 5 hours. I don't know. I woke up sweaty, cocoa butter, knees weak, arms. Extremely heavy. Not as heavy as this King Ding-a-ling, though.
I seen it.
Nelson, would you like to be in that dream with us?
No.
No.
I heard my name. I heard that was my name, right?
No. You don't know? Nelson's gay. I'm gonna suck my dick a couple days ago. Remember that, man?
This is my
right over here. But you and me, maybe Garcia, too. He can watch. That's fine. Nelson
oh, God, no.
Nelson can watch.
That's not gonna happen.
Fernando gets me every time.
Fucking Greg is the one who kills me.
Yeah.
His fucking character, that whole show, he didn't stay in character the whole time, but once he got into character, once we're rolling, he had us dying. It was ridiculous. he's my knees, sweaty, knees, arms, extremely heavy.
Yeah.
And then when he's all pissed off about Nelson, which he's like wants Nelson in,
yeah.
What? Nelson's gay. He was about to suck my dick the other day, which is a throwback to episode 1, where he was trying to convince him to suck his dick, for a can of Coke or a pack of cigarettes. I forget which it was.
All relatable things in the infantry.
Yes, and that actually came from Matthias. Matthias was a grunt, and he's the one who wrote Meanwhile in the Field and directed it, and that was originally his story. Being in the field, he needed cigarettes so fucking badly, and he was just like, he was getting angry, and he was just like, I will kill someone or suck dick for cigarettes. I don't know, either, whatever fucking comes first. And guys were charging unbelievable prices for packs of cigs and Coke.
I was that PFC Lance Corporal. I never went to the field with cigarettes, and I was on the OPC program.
What is OPC?
Other people's cigarettes.
Nice.
It didn't last long. They got onto me pretty quickly.
Yeah. We all get sniffed out.
Yeah. But I think again, it's like capturing those moments of you're in the field. There's downtime. There's nothing going on, and just take yourself back to one of those situations where you're with the boys and your crew, and you're just talking garbage all the time. It's amazing. It's good stuff.
All the shit that comes out of your mouth when you're in a fucking Humvee or in the field is just like, is some of the most heinous shit that you'll ever say, probably.
Oh yeah. There are conversations that I had with my crew in Iraq that I would never speak in front of anybody I know.
Some things just got to get buried, man.
Yeah, for real. I kept the journal when I was over, and that thing is buried in my house, so under a lot of things that nobody will ever find.
That, Tim.
Yeah, one day I'll bring it, and we're going to have a lot of drinks, and we'll go over some funny shit.
That could potentially one day be a best-selling product.
It's interesting. It is. Yeah, looking back into the mind frame of a 25-year-old squad leader Tim Jensen is a scary place.
Oh my God! You know what? Remember, you know how in the Marine Corps Museum they have some journals? I think in every era of warfare they had a little display case that had some journals.
Sure. Yeah.
If we ever did the Veteran Festival, which is one of my many big dreams, but that's probably my biggest dream for the military community, is this giant festival that's like fucking Coachella, Stagecoach, Burning Man meets an amusement park / Marine Corps museum into one giant, 40-acre plot of land.
Sure.
Where you stay, it's like a Thursday through Sunday weekend. Every unit in the whole world has their unit reunion at this thing.
Right.
And part of the entertainment there could be things like that. And we would reach out and we'd find, who's got the funniest pictures or videos or journals or things that you absolutely do not want to go out on the internet. You don't want it to be seen. You don't want your name associated with it, except for at this event. Right. And then the people there can come up and flip through the pages of it in a display case and shit, and see the gold. That's the real shit. That would be amazing.
I'm encouraged by this festival. I think that would be something very, very unique and amazing. All of that would be anonymous, of course.
Yes.
Redacted. Some parts redacted.
Yes.
That's great. All right, let's see what we got next on this one. Most dramatic scene. Oh, most dramatic. Ooh, some drama coming out of the Vet TV boys. Let's see it.
Hold! Move out!
So I think this one is probably my favorite of the 9 that we're going to be viewing. And the reason why it's the power of perspective.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, because I can remember as a sergeant, you're running lanes and shit. And you see all these dumbasses just fucking up everything. You're like, what in the holy hell are you trying to accomplish with up? They see me, I'm down. You dumb motherfucker.
Medal of Honor runs all over the fucking range. All over the place.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't miss is having to be responsible for that bullshit.
Ugh.
And you were an officer. I mean, you had to deal with even more of that garbage.
Yeah, I had to plan the fucking ranges out to the fucking hour.
Yeah, no thank you. No thank you.
And then have range control tell us once we're there, oh, by the way, there's aircraft that's going to be on station from here to here, so you can't train. So now you got to redo the entire fucking schedule.
Yeah. Or, hey, we got to go cold because of buffalo.
Oh, yeah. There's a little fire going on out there.
Yeah. How about we go do some bayonet drills on that motherfucker?
Oh, yeah. That's the scene.
See, it's those little nuggets, man.
That's definitely like, I want a Grunt's life to turn into to happen more often, you know, instead of once every 3 years, whatever the fuck this is going to be. And to show them when they're in training, like not in combat.
Right.
But we're presenting the same fucking gnarly ass comedy. And in different situations, show them in fucking Thailand, in Okinawa and shit like that. And a scene like that of a bunch of guys fucking bayoneting them.
That's a total Murphy move. Like Murphy would be the one that says, I ain't shutting this range down. We ain't going cold.
Yeah.
Go bayonet that motherfucker and get it off the range.
Exactly. Like, look, it's already fucking gonna die in like 10 minutes. Let's make some use out of our training time. Let's go, killers. Just fucking get on over there. Fix bayonets.
Yes. So we have a couple people asking where people can watch Vet TV. You go to veterantv.com, or you can download their app in any app store, or Vet TV, the app. You can get all that content streaming straight to any device that you own. Look at that. That was a good pitch.
Nice, Tim. Fuck, you killed that. I didn't need to say shit. Phone, tablet, iPhone, Android. Fucking download the app.
There you go.
Get the app on there. It's only $5.
$5.
$5 fucking bucks, guys. Come on.
Right. I mean, you pay $5 for Disney to watch some shit that you're never gonna watch. It's for your children.
We have such fucked up shit on Vet TV. We have this is one of my favorite things we ever made, is fucking ISIS Stolen Valor, where there's a couple guys who are catching guys who are stealing valor in ISIS, and they punked a guy and then they fucking rape his ass in a field.
I think the part that is just beyond as bombastic about the whole thing is to think that they have that type of inter-organizational structure that to be called out on stolen valor is fucking hilarious.
Oh my god, we go full send, guys. We have shit that, like, honestly, it's a matter of time before that thing where we fucking raped a guy in a field, where that shit like hits the press in a big way. Like, how could they do this?
Right.
It's a matter of time. So, like, go watch this fucking shit now. Like, I'm worried someone's gonna make us take it down. I don't know how that would happen, but it's just a fear of mine.
Sure.
So I want people to see that shit
Yeah.
before it gets taken
I mean,
down.
you know, provocative humor, guys. I mean, we all love it. All right. So the last two clips have been from Meanwhile in the Field. So we're going to continue on that thread with the best morning wake up.
Oh, yeah.
Here, buddy. Maybe this'll teach you to stop fucking with me in my sleep.
What the fuck? Oh. Oh, you all right? Ooh. You see that flash storm that rolled through here? That was pretty crazy, huh? Hey, pal, it's time to wake the fuck up, huh? In fact, everyone, lovely day. Let's get going, huh? Rise and shine now. Johnson, you're not a morning person or what?
Did you see that freak thunderstorm that rolled through?
Flash storm.
Yeah. You know, there's a lot of NCOs I wanted to piss on, my friend.
Yeah. Yeah. And what we don't show there is that the reason that they pissed on him, that Greg's character pissed on him, was because the one guy was late to getting out of his rack to replace him on fire watch. And so the other guy closed his mouth and his nose, and that's how he woke him up, with like this. And so that's why the guy ended up actually being late, and then that's why the guy ended up pissing on him, was because the first guy woke him up like a fucking asshole.
Yeah. But I mean, I hated Firewatch with a fucking passion. That was the one job that, you know, once I picked up NCO, I was like, oh, thank God I don't have to do that shit anymore. Then they hit me with another. Well, now you got duty. No, fuck you, man. The duty was the worst.
Yeah, I think they got sergeants pulling duty now.
Oh, really? Not doing
fucking in company level.
Oh, wow, that's lame. Yeah, back when I was in the Corps, only sergeants were like the OOD. So
yeah,
sergeants and staff, and then you get the occasional fucked up gunny.
Yeah. No, not anymore.
Yeah, I remember one time, you know, the OD was pounding on my hatch after a night of boozing where we set the barracks on fire. And I answered the door in my underwear, and he's like, let's go, Jensen. What were we doing last night? I'm like, I was right here, guy. Yeah, that was a good night.
Those were good times.
Yeah. I mean, again, 19-year-old, you get your buddies at the CAC hooking up your ID card so you can get into the bars. And you have a little too many, you come back and you set your barracks on fire.
Oh, wow, I never heard of that.
Yeah, that was a good time. It was a good time.
I mean, guys changing the CAC cards.
Oh, yeah. Back when the old green cards, right? You go into the CAC, you know somebody that can get access to your SRB, right? You find somebody with similar height and eye color, and you photocopy the back of their ID, and then you laminate it over your ID, and it works like gold. That's how we got it at every bar in Jacksonville, and down at the Wilmington. Yeah, Wilmington, that's a good place.
Oh, wow.
You got to be resourceful.
Yeah, I'm trying to think how to include that somewhere somehow.
You could probably that's an out-serving bit. You could take that one.
Yeah, I love it. Gold, Tim. I've been telling you, hey, since we first started hanging out, you're fucking full of gold.
Unfortunately, they're true life stories, my friend.
Yes. Oh God, even better.
Yeah, and oh boy, here we go. Have you ever had experience with the wizard?
I have not.
No. I found that when you so because of that incident, I had to go to Sacco and do a bunch of AA, which is a whole nother story, which was fun. Getting your 24-hour coins and going to the bar and getting free beer. But there's a point in Sacco where you're able to declare, and and they can't do anything to you, right? So anything that you didn't reveal when you went into the military, you can say at this point, right? And they can't hold it against you. I'm like, oh man, I used to do all these, I never go around saying I was a good person before I joined the Marine Corps, but it was into a lot of illicit drug use, I would say, that I didn't declare going into the military, and so that was a lot of fun. And the woman I was telling this to was just looking at me with like pale eyes, like what the hell? Who did we let into the military? But yeah, so this next segment is from Off to See the Wizard. Best therapeutic moment.
What's up with the puppet? This here is Lenny. You can talk to Lenny about any of your issues or problems that you're having. I first started to use Lenny after I found out my daughter was being bullied at school. I think it's easier for people to open up in group settings like this when there's an object in between them and the words that are being spoken. You know, I owe a lot to Lenny. He helped my daughter open up about everything. All the bullies and hurtful, stupid little fucking shits. You know what I'm gonna fucking do? I'm gonna find each and every fucking one of them, and I'm gonna fucking torture them. I'm gonna start out with fucking waterboarding, right? And then I'm gonna fucking chop off their little fucking fingers, shove it up their fucking ass, take my fucking fist, go down their fucking throats till you hear me, and I will fuck them up. I'm gonna make the parents watch too. Oh yeah, I'm gonna fuck them up too. Sorry about that. So, who wants to do the puppet play?
I'm with Murphy on this one. I would like to probably have this guy in my fighting position with me. Because you know when shit's popping off, he's going to go savage.
Yeah, you know, this guy's down to fucking cut some fucking ears off and crush some skulls. God bless him.
Now, does this take place within the Murphy universe of AGL?
Yes.
How does that all play out? Like, is it pre? So is the timeline pre-AGL, or is this after the first deployment to Afghanistan, or the deployment they're on?
This is post deployment, so post AGL season 1, which season 2 is going to be the same deployment, so it's going to be post season 2 as well, because Murphy was a butter bar, his second lieutenant in the first one, and he's going to be a first lieutenant in the next. He'll pick up midway through deployment, and then and so that's when this episode goes down. It's after deployment. He's a little fucked up in the head. Go figure.
I don't know how. I mean, the things that he experienced. So we had the showing of AGL here at Grunstyle, and the entire time I just watched people's reactions, much like you. Yeah. We weren't watching the movie; we were just watching people's reactions, and the looks on people's faces during, like, all the high points, the low points, was just like it was beyond awe. It's like they're mesmerized. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. People's reactions to that movie is one of my favorite fucking things, because it's they're either like you said, they're fucking mesmerized and they're just like can't believe what they're seeing, or they're just hysterically laughing. Like I went to a lot of showings, and everyone, there's a handful of guys they're literally giggling the whole time like little kids. Like, I remember giggling when I watched the Pink Panther played by Steve Martin.
Right.
And it's just so funny. They're just giggling. Other people, they're like more serious. And then on the really hard punches, it's like, ah! Spit the food out, keel over with laughter, kick the feet on the ground, like, ah! And then get back to serious until the next moment. Yeah. And then other people, not a lot, I should say, some of the women, some of the wives who came were, they looked angry. They looked like, what the fuck did you take me to?
Right.
What the fuck is this? And almost angry that they're enjoying themselves so much. Right. And then I would observe tension between the guy and I would see tension in the guy, because he knows that she's not happy.
Right.
He's like trying to enjoy himself and just let go and laugh, but he's kind of held back by this fucking buzzkill of a wife he brought. and that is just further entertainment for me as I watch this shit.
Oh, could you imagine some of those car rides home? Like, what the hell did you just take me to?
Yeah. I would like to see some of the car rides that were silent.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Where the whole car ride, the guy's texting his friends about it
Right.
on the way home while she drives, rethinking the whole thing.
And he's just taking pictures of her. This bitch.
Yeah.
She don't get it.
Yeah. Bro, my fucking dumb wife is driving me home from AGL. She was funny as fuck.
Yeah. I'll say it took my wife a couple years to really understand the humor of like the gang of Marines that I hang out with.
Yeah.
What's like onesie twosies? It's not bad, right? But once you get over 3, it's a fucking nightmare. Like the things that start coming out of our mouths and the type of humor and that gallows sense of humor that we always gravitate towards. She's always like, "What the fuck is wrong with you people?"
Yeah. It's pretty atrociously awesome.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's a life experience that you gotta pay a big price for, but it's worth the price of entry.
Yes.
Absolutely. Speaking of some combat here, going back to Meanwhile in the Field, we have the best kill. This guy reminds me of Daniel Sharp, the actor here.
We could use this. We could take them out. We could take them
No,
out.
see, I was thinking the same thing. Sir, we're on the same page. We're on the same fucking page. I wanted to take him out too, but the problem is I only got 2 bullets in here.
Ah, fuck!
That's all we got.
Oh, God, it keeps
2
getting
fucking
worse.
bullets.
Oh.
Okay? We're not gonna take it up with tuna walkers with 2. You wanna die like that?
No, there's no way.
Let's
Oh,
die
God.
clean.
Oh, God.
Let's die clean with a bullet and take a dirt fucking nap, okay? Check it out. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna help you go first, and then I'm gonna do me.
Okay, you know what? I actually changed my mind just now. I think that we can really
Okay, sir, I know
make
you're
a
scared.
really
I know thing here. Let me fucking help you out.
Go! Oh, fuck! What the fuck are you doing?
Shut the fuck up. Don't fight me.
What are you doing? No!
Fight me.
No!
Don't fucking move. Listen up. Don't you worry, sir. Don't you fucking fight me. You're gonna get a Bronze Star out of this. Just like every other officer in the fucking army, right? Listen to your citation. Listen to it. It's gonna sound really fucking nice. Second Lieutenant White gallantly gave his life for his country, thereby reflecting great credit upon himself, the units, and the United States fucking Army.
No! Sir! Why'd you do that? You were a good PL! Why'd you have to end it like this?
I can't help it. I think the comment of "you're gonna get a Bronze Star like the rest of the officers in the army." It's killing it because I can't drive around San Antonio without seeing a Bronze Star license plate like 50 times in one day.
That is part of why I said it, because based on the little that I know about the Army, it's like as long as you didn't get your whole platoon murdered, you're gonna get a Bronze Star on the way home.
Right. Yeah.
They give those motherfuckers out like Sircoms.
I know. It is ridiculous. Like, I don't know. The only way that gentlemen that I knew that got the Bronze Star, they didn't come back.
Yeah. They really worked hard for those.
Right. They're putting in the OT.
Running through hails and machine gun fire and shit.
Right. Oh.
Those fucking Army guys. Who's goddamn fucking showing up.
Showing up.
Coming home with a Bronze Star. Come on.
That's all comedy. So, like, one of the things I love, and I've always wanted to ask you this question, like with Murphy, with this character here, you harness a certain sense of psychosis in a lot of the characters that you produce. Where do you draw it from?
Okay, that was brilliant. Thank you, first off. Second off, that look in my face or any of my characters' faces, when that is fucking really, really crazy.
Yeah.
That comes from my dad.
Really?
My dad, growing up, when he would get really pissed off and get that look in his face. Oh, we grew up Roman Catholic. Yeah. I'm not religious anymore, but grew up Roman Catholic, and it was to my brother and I, there was dad, and then there was God, and mom, and then just the nuns and the fucking and the priests at our school. But so that's where that look comes from. I call it my dad's look of death, and it's so funny because my dad's a really loving guy. Yeah. And so whenever I say that, he just kind of gets annoyed with me that I'm making him look bad by associating him with that. Right. But it's like, Dad, you got that Irish anger in you. Yeah. That Irish temper's a real thing.
Yeah, I can relate.
Just channel it into the characters, because I also, even if I didn't have a father that had that look, I saw that same look in every fucking halfway decent squad leader, platoon sergeant that I knew. You know, it's like that's the look of it's time to turn up. Yeah. And you know, sometimes you're turning up against one of your troops who needs some fucking remediation. And sometimes you're turning up against the enemy. But either way, it's, you know, I think any combat arms guys are accustomed to getting to that level because that's needed in training to prepare you for war. Yeah.
And that's a great synopsis. I mean, you know, let me ask you this question. You're a combat vet. Have you experienced that level of, you know, through acting or just experiences since you've been home? Have you experienced that level of mental clarity, or that, you know, that as you were mentioned, like turning it up, you've turned your knob to 11, right? And you're completely focused in, you're ready to fucking tear down walls. That, you know, that it's familiar from your combat experience. I don't know. Have you experienced that since you've been home?
I don't know. I have experienced something, I don't know if it's the same, but something very similar when I do action sports. Yeah. When like my body is at risk of serious injury or death, like jumping out of fucking planes with you guys.
That was gonna be my example.
Turned up when I'm surfing in heavy waves that are overhead, because I'm not that good of a swimmer, I'm not that good of a paddler, and I can't hold my breath that long. I have asthma, so when I'm out there, I'm risking my life. So I'm turned the fuck up. Right. If I'm mountain biking doing, you know, heavy shit, even skateboarding, I'm starting to do drop-ins now. When I do that rush of when I'm coming down something really steep, it all kind of reminds me of back when I had the most intense focus of my life, which is when I was in combat. And that, I think that was when I learned what I was capable of, was being in combat. And so it's like, okay, let me take that and apply it to other shit. And it's like, that works. Yeah, totally. Turning up works.
It was the best university I ever went to.
Yeah. University of War.
Yeah, that's right. Not for everybody, but those that like it are good at it.
Yeah. If you can learn to love it, you have a shot at being good at it.
Let's see. Moving on. Let's see. Another one from Meanwhile in the Field. Pretty popular. You're going to want to check this one out. How many episodes are there, Meanwhile in the Field?
6.
6?
Yeah.
And this one, we're going to be looking at the one of my favorite subjects, best hazing.
That's what's going on. No. You gonna lick your lips while you do it for me too.
Why? lie to her?
But you gotta fucking do it. I don't know. Turn around, boy.
Sergeant, please.
Please nothing, boy. Turn the fuck around. Nice and slow.
Oh, God, it smells. Shh. I'll keep the wrapper on.
Take the fucking wrapper off, Gray.
Help. You agree?
Spin that ass around, Gray.
Yes, Sergeant. Airborne.
All the fucking way.
So I was a little on the fence about letting this one fly through, but the reason why I love this one so much is let's be honest, hazing exists in the military, right? The Marine Corps order says you can't do it anymore, but when you're on the field for a long period of time and you got a couple shitbirds that need some tune-ups, it's gonna happen. And unfortunately, I don't, I don't know the pretext to what happened before this scene. Perhaps you could provide some color, Donny, but but it's like one of those being witness to one. And you're like, I know this is wrong, but I can't stop watching.
Okay, so the pretext, based on a true story from Matthias. All of Meanwhile in the Field was Matthias's true stories that were then reshaped to fit the Army because he was a Marine grunt. And in this one, the true story was they were playing a game called What Are the Odds? And the basic premise of the game is you say, what are the odds that that the number. Actually, I forget how to play the fucking game now. You guys just gotta watch the episode to see how the game is played. But apparently, I've heard of this from multiple Marines. I never played it, and I don't remember my Marines playing it. But I've heard from a handful of other people that this game was a thing, and it's basically like, what are the odds that you'll stick this fucking Slim Jim up your ass? And this thing really happened. And so the guys were playing the game. What are the odds? The guy lost. So he was going to stick the Slim Jim up his ass, and the platoon commander came up. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And they're like, "Oh, hey, sir, we were playing. What are the odds?" And he's got to stick a Slim Jim up his ass now. And he said that his platoon commander was like, "You guys serious?" They're like, "Yeah, sir, I know it was stupid." And he was like, "No, carry on. I got to see this shit." And he let it happen.
Right.
The
Probably
commander fucking let it happen.
Probably circa 2006 when the shit was turning like sideways.
Yes, this was back in the day. I have a feeling a platoon commander wouldn't let it fly nowadays unless he was a real frat boy like me.
Right.
But
yeah, it's a whole new breed of garrison officers these days.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're all afraid of their careers. Well, I mean, I guess they've always been. Yeah. But in any case, yeah. So we had the staff sergeant character do it, who was based on a couple of different people. Both Matthias and I knew guys. They were just ultra violent, ultra psychotic. Like they weren't normal before they joined. Yeah. And years of war had made them just nutso. Like guys like that, they're just not fitting back into society. Right. If they ever get out of the Army, and they should not get out, right? Because these guys are meant for war, and that's it. And just overly aggressively homoerotic, bordering on homosexual.
Right. Story of the Marine Corps.
That was this guy.
Yeah. I think I've had more gay experiences in the Marine Corps than I have at any other moment in my life.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. It doesn't make sense to me. Your testosterone, everything is amplified. I just don't get scientifically why it goes to homoerotic humor.
Yeah. I think it's the absence of women. It's like everyone has those urges, but because the women aren't there, it's like the urges have got to go somewhere.
Right.
So we just take it out on each other, usually going up until the point of insertion. And then that's where we usually stop. But some guys go full send. And, good on them for that.
Full send, I like it. Oh, God, that's so good. That's so good. All right, let's see. Going back to now serving, we got best ass chewing. Best ass chewing. That's a good one.
You can't just tie me up. This is assault.
Eggplant delight, please.
Boom. All right. Welcome to Moon's midnight hour of I'm just making a salad. Is that a crime? We're gonna do. Oh God! Look at this thing. It's so fucking hard and big. Oh God! I just want to squeeze it off. I fucking love eggplant. God, it's like getting your butt licked in the summer under the fucking breeze. Ooh.
Foot smush casserole.
Dude, cut your nails.
Oh yeah. God, Kowalski, you like that? You like thinking about those fucking pinky toes?
I don't understand how he lost his pants. Oh, but this one kind of makes me a little upset because I never trusted the Navy cooks to begin with, especially mid-ret cooks, because they're never supervised.
Nope.
And that's usually the best chow that everybody waits for.
Yep. Yeah. And here's what's the most painful part of this is it based on a true story.
I know I was waiting for you to say that because there is nothing that you create that doesn't come from a line of truth, right?
Yep. Yeah. Now, so it was some of the IT guys looked at a guy's hard drive, and on the hard drive they saw a bunch of fucked up shit. And this actually happens all the time. You talk to anybody in IT,
yeah,
this kind of thing happens all the time. When they have to go through hard drive, they're always finding shit that shouldn't be there.
Sure.
To include chaplains having all kinds of porn, cheating on their wives and shit like that, right? So anyway, so this guy had videos that he was selling on like an OnlyFans kind of site, and it was food porn. And so this was our recreation of the food porn. We probably toned it down a little bit now that I think about it. Like I probably would have liked to see something a little bit more nasty.
What's that? Where you chew it up and you spit it back in? What's that called? Baby birding?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, that's gross. That's gross.
It could have gone nastier, but I mean, this is rooted in truth. Like, shit fucking happens. Wild.
Oh my gosh, it reminds me of back in 2004, when the SIPRNet was widely used for all people communicating throughout Iraq, and we all woke up one morning with the email drop of a dude that was having relations with a gal. And she broke it off, and he emailed everybody on the SIPRNet all the pictures and the videos. It was a beautiful thing.
Like he sent it to Global?
Yeah. I'm like, I don't even know this guy, but what am I opening it up? And I'm like, oh my God, what is this? I'm looking at my captain, I'm like, what's going on? Why am I getting poured on the SIPRNet?
Oh, that's so painful. I don't even know.
Yeah, I'll have to show you the videos. I saved them.
Oh, wow. No way.
Of course I did. I'm depraved. Mentally.
That's fucking brilliant.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of nuggets. There's not a lot of nuggets there.
Ugh.
She was pretty attractive, too. That's why you don't mess with the opposite sex in the military, man. You never know what you're getting into.
No. And almost every story that I find is and they almost all start out with the guy cheated first and brought upon all the pain to himself.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. It all could have been avoided.
Yeah. What's next?
All right, let's see. Closing out the best of 2020. Say again? Part 1. Sorry, I was being corrected.
Yeah.
The best of 2020, Part 1. We have number 9. Another Meanwhile in the Field. We have the best beatdown of 2020.
Sergeant, look, that was my mistake. I'm not gonna do that again, okay? I swear.
You goddamn right you not.
Yeah, no.
Woo! Mercy! Mercy didn't keep nobody alive in combat. Tell you what did, though. Pain. You know why? Because pain retains. Oh, you a big son of a bitch. Oh, that's better. You like to nap, Sergeant Hall?
No.
You like to nap? You're gonna take a long nap tonight. You're gonna take a long nap tonight. You want a nap? Don't you love sleeping?
I think. No, you shouldn't.
Oh my God!
Fucking get him, Sergeant Mitchell. Get him, Sergeant Mitchell. Yeah, fuck his ass.
You're gonna nap today.
I love this one because it gives me a glimpse of what Garrison, or because when I got back from Iraq, I got out, right, and I never got to see what the NCOs that were PFCs and Lance Corporals grew up into the NCO Corps and were training the new guys that were going to be going off to combat that have never seen it. It just kind of gives me that exposure as that battle-hardened sergeant, like, you sleeping in the field, boy? Sleeping in the field? That gets you killed out in combat.
Yeah. Yeah, that was intended to be a fantasy realized for a lot of guys.
Yeah.
Like, how many times did we experience things with our junior Marines where they did things when there was nothing in the world we wanted to do more than beat the living fuck out of them. Just make them feel so much fucking pain.
Yeah.
Back in the day, from what I hear, the 80s, my dad was in, that's what they did. They beat the living fuck out of people.
Yeah.
But since that doesn't happen anymore, at least not like that. Well, I'm sure it does. I'm sure it did somewhat recently. But we were just like, let's give the grunt audience what they want, their fantasy. Like, let's give them what they would want to do. And that's where that fucking came in. That fucking, you're about to go to combat and you see someone, a fucking team leader sleeping in the field. Yeah. They're supposed to be training.
I would lose my shit.
Fucking murder somebody.
It's where the old angry sergeant comes out.
Yeah.
I love the part where you're like, you're a big boy.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
the bigger switch.
The stick isn't big enough for you.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's the part 1 of Vet TV's Best of 2020, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you had as many laughs as I did, and there's a lot more. There's a lot more of that to come, and you can go to Veteran TV or Vet TV app in the app stores and download and become a subscribe member yourself and get all of this crazy content at the power of your own fingertips. And I'm a member. I love it. I watch it all the time. And I couldn't think of a better place to spend my time watching some of the most fucked up shit I've ever seen and laughing about it. And to call you a friend, to know that that's being done right with the right intentions.
I thank you. I appreciate that. We literally live to fucking watch you laugh at our shit like that. Like, to watch anyone who has served watch our shit and laugh. That's why we do this. Because we're definitely not doing this to get rich. We're doing this because it's fulfilling. So to everyone out there, like Tim said, just download the fucking app. There's a bunch of free shit on the app. So at least just download the app, and now you have it. You can watch all the free shit, and then if you become compelled, subscribe. It's only $5. If you don't like it, you can bail anytime. But I mean, there's 40 hours of shit. Yeah. It's going to take you 40 hours to get through all of it, and guaranteed you're going to find a lot of stuff in there that becomes your favorite shit in the whole world. Yeah. Because we make crazy shit. Yeah. We make all the shit that no one else in the world will make. That's what we got.
And what I love about it is once you get into that rabbit hole, if you will, is you'll start off consuming the content, then you'll start off looking at all the other live things that Vet TV is doing, and the next thing you know, you're watching and contributing to writing sessions. Because I've seen that transgression or that period of people that come in. And just watching the live feeds where you're doing these writing sessions, people are coming like, this is my first time, oh my god, this is so cool to be able to contribute and share ideas. So I mean, more so than just a company that create content, you're doing it the right way through engaging with the audience for things that they want to see, and then putting the Vet TV stamp of raucous humor behind it, and it's absolutely fabulous. So check out their Facebook page, check out a lot of things they do on Instagram. They're very active. A lot of great things, and sit in one of those writing sessions and really see how it all comes to be, because it's beautiful in the way that it's done. So hats off to you, man.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys for all of your support, and yeah, can't wait to make more stuff with you guys in the future. Many more things to come.
That's right. And before we get out of here, what are some of the new projects that if I was a subscriber, I would be able to see coming down the line on the app?
Okay, a handful of things. We got the Vet TV first official Vet TV podcast coming out. It's going to be January 12th. I have a personal vlog that's going to come out January 21st, and I'm going to be taking prompts from the audience to either tell military stories or for advice, life coaching type shit. Some of it's like high performance stuff, entrepreneur stuff, athletic stuff. But that's just my thing. And then I'm going to try and get a bunch of other people doing the same thing. So anybody who wants to start a vlog that is military or veteran specific and wants to get the audience involved and kind of build their own platform, I'm going to set the stage for it, and then hopefully other people follow behind me and start their own thing. And then after that, we have Troops Gone Wild that's coming out, and that's going to be fucking nuts. It's going to be hosted by Jack Mandeville and Jared Taylor. Yeah. And potentially a really funny girl from Florida named Miss America G. And then after we had another reality show called Marked. It's about getting military tattoos. And then after that, we've got a show. You're going to love this one. It's a satire of the award system.
Oh my god!
Just making fun of what a fucking complete joke the award system is. Oh, it's about a company commander getting a Bronze Star.
Imagine that.
Yeah, and it's about how the company commander he led them into the wrong village. So we're taking a little bit of Jessica Lynch, takes them to the wrong village, and then is giving all the wrong orders, and everyone around him is like ignoring his orders and doing what they believe is going to get them out of there alive. And then by the end of it, he gets a fucking Bronze Star. And the reviewing officer, the lieutenant who's reviewing the award, he is going through actual combat footage that was taken from some of the soldiers. It's like GoPro stuff and cameras, personal camera shit. And he's reviewing the footage, and everyone's perspective is whack. So like when the engineers were getting mortared by the enemy, they were actually getting mortared by their own guys. And there's a whole bunch of friendly fire shit that's going on. It's all based in truth. Yeah. And it's all just exposes, for one, how what a complete fucking wild riot being in a battle is, what a clusterfuck it is, but then also how ridiculous the award system is. And then we got another show that's a parody of the show Medal of Honor on Netflix, except we are celebrating the most famous war crimes of all time.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So we're gonna have we got the snipers from 3rd Battalion 2nd Marines. We got those snipers. the pissing on the dead bodies.
Yeah,
We're gonna celebrate the shit out of that. We got Eddie Gallagher. We got Abu Ghraib.
Yeah.
We got a couple massacres of Italians in World War II. Like lasagna. We're coming up with like the lasagna massacre and the biscotti massacre. The Panini massacre. and it was all times when American troops literally put a bunch of Italians in a ditch and just went.
Oh God! I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, it's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be really fucked up.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Well, there you have it, folks. A lot of stuff coming down the line, and it's gonna be all available on the Vet TV app. So make sure you download it today, and. We'll see you all again very soon. Donny, thank you for spending some time with everybody tonight. I know you're the busy, very busy man, and
thank you.
You know, so any time to spend an hour with you is a great time for everybody. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll see you again for part 2 very soon. We'll put that out very shortly on when to tune in next for some more of the savagery, and share a couple laughs with us. Until then, we'll see you all very soon, and have a wonderful night, and be safe and be kind to one another. And remember, wash those stinking hands. COVID still is out there, ladies and gentlemen.